Hello and welcome to Women in Business Wednesdays. I have the absolute pleasure of speaking with Christine Austin L of FFL Midwest. She is killing it in a very short time here at Family First Life. So, Christine, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
Yes, girl. So, you're fairly new to Family First.
I am. I am
Okay, you've been here for how long?
about 4 months now.
4 months, and you were with another insurance company. How long were you there?
Well, my first insurance company, I was there for 10 and a half years.
Oh wow. Okay, before you came here.
Yes.
So you were loyal. You were very
Yeah,
loyal.
I was a lifer. I like to say I was a lifer for sure.
Yeah. And then you said some people reached out to you and then you found out more about, so what was it that really like made your decision final to come to FFL?
So, the fact that I had wanted to expand, my own business and add other carriers, right?
Okay.
I was with another IMO prior to FFL, so I was with my practice company. Everybody knows, where that was because of my channel, but I was with the practice company, and then I started, adding some carriers, and that was a problem. It was
Oh, really? Okay.
for the position that I was in. I didn't know it was going to be a problem because I didn't speak about it. I didn't have it as public, if you will. I just wanted to like silently add some carriers and do my thing and be able to help people across the nation because that's what my channel was doing. You know,
Got you.
and that kind of created not kind of that created a big problem. And
Wow. So they didn't want you working with any other company.
correct.
Okay. And so you decided to go to FFL. So what was the difference outside of the carriers? What were the difference? What was the biggest difference between your practice company and FFL?
Well, one of the main differences, especially now that I've been here for a couple months, is definitely going to be just the vision, the absolute vision
Mm,
of how to run your business, right? So when you're with the other carriers and you're pretty much, or the other company, it's a one carrier, it's one product. Um, Focus on that one thing, right?
yeah.
It's very good, I will say, for individuals who are not so independent minded, right? And that's
Okay.
not a slap in anybody's face by any means necessary, at all. But it is a matter of if you know you need that help, you can't pay for your own leads up front. Um, you're just not really the go getter, and you really need somebody to kind of stay on you and help you,
So
make right.
maybe people that are more like job minded, you
Yes,
think? Okay. So
absolutely.
not because so it sounds so yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying. So someone who doesn't who because some people do, right? That some people need to have structure, they need to have a set time. Everybody does not thrive in an environment where everything is not willy nilly, but there's no one saying where are you at, how come you didn't,
Right.
why are you leaving early, right?
Right.
So but there's a price to pay for that too, right? Because what do they start their agents at, which percentage?
So that's going to vary, right?
Okay.
Because of my YouTube channel, I've been able to talk to people all over the nation. So some agents started at 45, 50. Some,
Percent.
yeah, some were 60, 65. Like I came in at 60, 65, right?
Okay.
And that was 10 and a half years ago. But just last year, we were still hiring agents at that level. And then
Wow.
recently, whenever we had a change in structure as far as our regional director, everybody started to be able to come in at 80. So
Okay.
definitely a recognition of, we're starting agents too low. So
Okay.
that was raised, but that's not in every area.
Got you. So it's based on the leadership, right? That's what I'm hearing. So just like the company that I came from, Christine, they started their agents at 25%.
What?
Yes.
Did you get everything free? Like you had to get everything free.
No.
Was your appointments already made for you?
No. 25% comp. No leads. Like no, not like no. Like you had
I'll
to pay to start, pay a monthly fee for your website. Yeah, all of that. And it was a 25% start. That's why when you heard me tell my story,
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't at a 25% because I went to the highest level, regional vice president as far as percentage. But that's why there's so many people that are struggling there because I think it's kind of an outdated system, right? Because we do have companies that there's like you said, that company, they're starting people hired now, or some agencies in that company is. But here at FFL, when the minimum comp is 90, and most agency managers start their agents higher than even 90% coming in the door, like there's no competition.
It's crazy. It's so, I will say that I've heard in many, 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 many a times, and not just within my agency, my old agency, but from other agents across the board in different companies even. They're
Hmm.
told that, yeah, your comp could be higher, but if you can't close the deal, then you're not going to get paid. Like, I remember that was something that was drilled into my own mind. And I'm like, yeah, like, there's no reason to even try anything different when I'm getting paid. Now,
Yeah.
I got paid very well. When I went to work, I got paid. I had
Okay.
no complaints at all.
Okay.
None. But I am seeing that what I can still get these clients covered too.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And the comp is different. So
Yeah, it's much different. So that's, I mean, that's good, so that gives people another, like I didn't know what I didn't know, right? So and most people don't, if that's your first experience in insurance, you think, and then I'm sure just like the company I came from, they told you this is the best comp out there, this is the best opportunity.
we
No,
no, I have to be honest. I have to be honest. We weren't I was not lied to in that way.
really, girl, I
No.
was lied to for 6.5 years.
No, no, we knew that there were higher comps. We knew,
Okay.
yeah, we were not in the dark. Not my leg, my structure.
Okay.
Weren't
Well,
in the
you were
dark.
fortunate. So that allows you to make an educated decision
Absolutely.
about being there or not being there. Like I didn't know there was anything else. Like I didn't know that there were companies that started higher. I didn't know any of that, right? So
We
I
knew.
just knew like my mindset was okay, I'm going to start at 25, but I'm going to work my way up as quickly as possible,
I got you.
right? But there's
Yes.
plenty of people that stay there for years that never the average agent there probably is at a 50% contract,
Wow.
and they're there for years and years and years, and they only sell term. So a lot of people that are not getting covered.
A lot of people, because you have to be healthy, honey.
I know.
I thank God that at least I was doing final expense. So, underwriting was like very good.
No, girl.
Now,
That's all we sold.
wow.
Term with no like no medical, or term with medical. That was
Okay.
it. But
Okay.
still, there's a lot of people, like I talk about my dad, how my dad got left out because he had high blood pressure, diabetes. He didn't qualify for any kind of term.
Right.
So I mean, everything happens for a reason. So glad we're here here today and talk about this opportunity. So you're what do you why would you you're married, you have two children of your own, and then you have
Four
your
more.
husband has children, so you guys have a total of six.
Yes.
That's like a Brady bunch.
Yes. And the one, like, his children are already starting to have children because
Oh wow, so you got some grandchildren too.
we have the grandbabies. Yes.
Okay. So why would you say, so it sounds like to me that, and then you mentioned that one of your children is a high functioning autistic.
Mhm.
So why does this make sense to you, being in insurance, right? Because with a family, right? A pretty big family, because I got one son. So a pretty big family, a lot of children,
Mhm.
and then you're adding more grandchildren. So why is insurance specifically, and Family First Life, why does it make sense for you to do this as well as take care of your family?
I absolutely love family first. Family first, right? And then the life.
Yeah.
My agency has always been Life Now. Okay. Life Now, right? Family first, Life Now. It just fits. Um,
Yeah.
but because of the fact that there is that flexibility, it's always the flexibility, but there's a lot of these companies, agencies, unfortunately, that are creating a schedule for the agent. And I don't understand how we are not, and I never had to go through that, but I'm gonna just say we to make it sound better.
Yeah.
You're not understanding that we are the ones that paid for these licenses, and it says independent. but we're allowing somebody to tell me that I have to sit in an office for 12 hours. And if I don't have 26 apps or appointments, then I can't go out in the field tomorrow. Hello,
Come
what?
on. Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I think is very unfortunate that some of these leaders or those individuals that are put in a leadership role are dictating individuals' days and their businesses. And because those individuals don't really understand that it doesn't have to be that way,
Mm-hmm.
I really do enjoy Family First Life. And I'm speaking for a lot of people that I've met in all of these years through my channel that could not work with me because of my territory issue that I
They
know,
had a territory too?
yeah, we had a territory. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And so working here, there's no territory. It's wide open. I create my own schedule. My teams, they create their own schedules. I'm not telling them you have to be here for this. No.
Yeah.
Do I encourage the trainings? Absolutely.
Coaching. Yeah.
I
We're
do.
coaching, we're not managing.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we are independent, but girl, the support is phenomenal, especially the Divas group. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, the
Divas,
Divas group.
we have that group specifically for us ladies that is not in there for the BS. It's not in there for all the complaining. It is a problem solving group.
Yep.
Just having that there, that culture that is there. The training is 24/7 for free. For,
Now, did you create that?
which training? I have my
The
own
the
that
Diva group on Telegram.
that was between myself and Bobby. So I was
Okay.
talking about it on my end, and Bernard actually was over on the other side, like y'all need a women's group, this and the third. And then we had a call on one of our main group calls, and Bobby had spoke up on there, and I jumped right on after her, like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, where are the females? Where are the women at? This and that. And so then Bernard actually hit me up on my DMs and was like, Chris, have you thought about doing the women's group? I was like, actually, I just, was talking about it with my girls, right? Because my team
Yeah.
is nearly women. And he was like, I think y'all need to get together and create it for, FFL. And so that's how that came about. So it wasn't
Yeah, this is
us, it was like Bernard put
yeah, wow, that's
it
cool.
together. So we got together one night. I gave her, a million different topics because again, it was something I had already thought about and planned for. It just was like I did not want to have to put the time into it yet because it's
Mhm.
already brand new, but it was already there. So I hit her with like 40 topics. And then she was like, cool, I'm gonna take the topics and I'm gonna go through the divas and pick which female will talk about what. So it was perfect and
Yeah.
it came about.
So it's so cool because I know we can, we both, it sounds like we doesn't know each other, right? And so, but we are all, we have kind of a similar vision in what we want to see within Family First Life is, more women coming together and women empowerment, right? Because not no shade to the men at all, but we know how to make stuff work around and because we're used to figuring stuff out, problem solving because normal we're the moms most of the time, right? And so we're doing family stuff, we're doing children stuff, we're playing putting all these hats on, and now we're also business women. And so it's so great to see women coming together in an environment and being positive and lifting each other up because outside most women don't experience that. We're going against each other, we're fighting each other, we're cussing each other out. But what a great place to come, and then you have the support of other women. One of the things, and I don't want to take up your time, Christine, but one of the things that is important is that we have different things, different challenges that we deal with in business that men don't deal with. And so women need a forum to come to and say, hey, I'm struggling here, what
Mhm.
can I do, how, and if you don't, and because we're male dominated, right, you a
Yes.
lot of times your manager or your leadership is a male, and so he's like, I don't know what to tell you.
They say
Huh?
it's the constant, just go to work.
Yeah.
And tell us, just go to work, just go to work. And the female is sitting there like, okay, well, what exactly does that mean? You know what
Right.
I
And
mean?
then after that, then what do I do with this
And
that's
what do I
still
do?
sitting here? Yeah.
Right. And
So
then
it
we have those emotions too. Don't forget that the females have those other emotions, the hormone things going on.
yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is I love that you're doing what you're doing. Like I said, we gotta just, come together and make all of this stronger and just have the women in Family First Life know that there is something available, and the bigger we get, the stronger we get, So and it's not like it's a team. It's people from all it's ladies from all different teams in Family First Life.
And
So if
the nice thing about that. You know, it's not,
yeah,
it's open to all the ladies, all the
yeah,
ladies who want to succeed. It's not just for bodies.
that part.
We're not looking for a whole bunch of bodies just laying up in there taking up.
Right.
We need the support. We're learning and growing for each other.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what would you say? This is you. We don't. I don't go very long with this. What's some closing thoughts? Like, what would you tell someone who's brand new with Family First? What would be the biggest piece of advice you would give them?
The biggest piece of advice I would say to a brand new agent is be open minded.
Mm,
Open minded to the opportunity and willing to receive.
okay.
It's a lot.
So, go a little bit more in depth. What do you mean by being open minded, open to the opportunity?
Being open minded and open to the opportunity in the sense of this is not going to be what you've already experienced.
Come
It is
on.
different, right? It's different. I'm not the person that's like, oh, it's the best thing in the world. Like, ah, no, you're not going to get that from me, right? Ever.
Okay.
You're just not, because that's not even my personality. My husband will tell you, I don't get excited about nothing until I'm there, right?
Okay.
Things that I've already experienced. However, come in understanding that there's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of growth potential that's within this
Absolutely.
organization, right? The fact that I've seen in such a short time all of these different managers, agents, coaches that are working together that don't get a dime off of you
Hmm.
at all. And I've been able to tap in and learn in such a short time frame that I'm able to really, and I am one that I study on my own, trust and believe, because I'm
Yeah.
a manager anyway. I'm a trainer anyway. So I'm going to have to do that. But I've cut my learning curve here.
Yeah.
And people were like, how'd you do 20 families? I forgot. I almost said it. Families already, in the money. You hired, 40 something agents and this and that. No, I didn't have to go into my clients from my old company. Guess what? I want my residual from my old company. If I moved and touched those clients, that messes with my money I've already worked for.
Mm,
That's just not smart. Sorry,
yeah.
not smart. I'm a smart businesswoman. No, I didn't go hire my agents because again, that's going against my contract. Period. I wouldn't do that, right? Because
Yeah.
I want my deferred money. I am working. The lead system. Oh man, can I talk about? There's so many different options of leads as
Yeah.
as individuals within FFL that are creating campaigns or teaching you how to do it. Like it's like it's a lot, baby. I get my little sticky notes
Yeah.
and I put them down. Okay, I done learned. Kelly does this, Bobby does this, and I know who I need to go to for what.
Yeah.
And then when I grab it, I take my notes and I write a lot of notes so that I don't have to keep asking you the same thing.
Yeah.
Open. Leave the pride behind. I don't
Mm.
care if I've been in insurance for 10 and a half years. When I came in here, people were like, well, we're waiting for you to speak up. We're waiting for you to say this. And we know you from my channel and all that I've done. But I'm new. I know
Yeah.
that I got to be quiet, sit in here and get back into the learning.
You gotta follow before you can
You
leave.
gotta follow
Yeah.
and pay attention to those that you need to follow. I say to my team all the time, and I'm gonna say it to the new agents that are looking to come in. When you're listening to all of the trainers, all the different things that are available to you here, you want to take the meat and throw away the bones. And what that means is anything that's not serving you or you're not ready for yet, forget about it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much. And when I'm ready to go and dip into these annuities, baby, I'm gonna be on the annuity trainings. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it is. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be on there. So there's training for everything. I dipped into the mortgage training. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Download and I set in a folder. Not for right now. I love my
But
bottom.
for later, I'll come back to this. Yeah.
I'm coming back to it though, but I know who I need to get to, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by, being open,
Mm-hmm.
just wide open to be able to receive because nobody knows everything.
No, they
You
don't.
learn from anyone, even
Yeah. And
wages.
even if you learn from someone's mistakes, you can still learn.
All the things.
That's the best lesson is all I'm not gonna do that because
I
that don't
I was the baby in my household, so I got to learn from my sisters, and I carry
okay.
life. Oh,
See,
yeah.
I was the oldest. I was always telling everybody what to do, but I still came here with like, okay, I don't, because I knew that where I came from, I wasn't successful. So how can I come here with the attitude of I know it all when I wasn't? I'm going to learn from the people that had success that came before me here and follow what they do, not try to do what I did, because what I did before obviously wasn't working. Because if it was, I would have stayed where I was.
Exactly. Exactly. Something
So,
wasn't right.
Christine, you're recruiting, right?
Yes.
And so someone wants to join your team because you're a superstar powerhouse, already killing it. How do they find you? How do they get in touch with you?
LifeNowAgency.com.
There we go.
Every time you put my name,
LifeNowAgency.com.
you're going to find you're going to be able to connect.
Okay.
LifeNowAgency.com.
And then check her out on Instagram, check her out on YouTube. She has her own YouTube channel. So Christine, I'm so glad we were able to connect. I'm so glad to be able to work with you. Ladies, if you know of other women who are killing it in insurance or outside of insurance, let me know so that we can, get you on here, get these ladies on here. And then if you're interested in joining the Diva group on Telegram, hit me up, hit Christine up, because any of us can add you to it. So, Christine, thank you again so much for your time. I appreciate it, baby.
Thank
This
you.
was a pleasure. This was a great conversation.
Can't wait to see you up on stage.
All right, girl, you too.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right, girl, have a great one.
All right. You too. Peace.
Bye. Don't hang up.